Welcome back to my channel. It's Lizzie here, and in today's video I am going to be trimming my hair. I'm going to be taking you guys through the process of how I trim my hair. I've been getting a lot of questions. Okay, not a lot of questions. There's this one person that asked me a question in the comment section one time, that how would you know when your hair needs a trim? So that's simple. So that's what I'll be taking you guys through right now, because my hair is in sincere need of a trim. So let's get right into this video. When your ends feel rough and tough and your hair is difficult to detangle, or you have single strand knots and two or more strands are joined together by a knot, making you feel like your hair is longer than it is, in other words you feel like Rapunzel, or you have split ends or see-through ends, then you know it's time. I put on a white shirt so that you guys can see how my hair looks. There's a reason why I wore this shirt. You would understand more about this in a bit. To trim your hair, you will need a pair of shears and a hair dryer, which is highly optional, but I prefer to trim my hair on stretched hair because it's easier, especially when you have to do it yourself. You would also be able to see the damaged areas properly. All I just do is detangle my hair, stretch it and trim it, and that's it. Notice that my hair is not wet, it's dry. You could also use a heatless method to stretch your hair if you do not want to use a hair dryer. So all I have to do is detangle my hair, blow dry it and trim it. The white shirt acts as a background for me to see what my hair looks like, so I can see the parts that are fading and the sides that I need to cut off. So I use my hand as a gauge. I put my thumb and my index finger together and I use it to trim my hair. As you can see, it helps me to be able to cut my hair in a straight line. Just watch how the comb goes freely through my hair. This is to tell you that there is no longer knots, there are no longer tangles and stuff. My hair is now smooth. If you're going to use a heatless method of stretching before you trim your hair, I feel like that would be easier. You won't have to go through all the process of blow drying your hair before trimming it and stuff. But I just prefer my hair to be really straightened before I trim it off, so that I can be sure of the damaged areas and trim them off properly. But heatless methods also work perfectly. After trimming off the ends, I just go ahead to twist up the section of hair, and I do this to keep my hair in place so that it doesn't shrink up, because I love me some, length check after trimming my hair. So I just twist it up to keep my hair stretched, and then I move on to other sections of my hair. So one more thing you want to notice is that you want to work in small sections. There are two methods you could use to know how to trim your hair. First off, you can feel it. Second off, you can put it in front of a white paper or white background like this, just to know the areas that you could trim off. So this is how I do it. If I feel it and my hair is rough, I know where to trim off. Or I use a white shirt just like so, or the tissue paper. And tissue paper is basically for those with shorter hair. You could use a plain sheet of paper or tissue paper, something white that could actually reveal the areas of your hair that are damaged, so that it will be easier for you to trim off. After taking you through when and how you should trim your hair, I'd like to tell you why you must trim your hair. 1. It reduces breakage, as single strand knots make your hair feel rough and causes breakage. Split ends also, when left unattended, travels up your hair shaft and causes extreme tapering of your ends. That is to say, your ends will start looking scanty, so it's best to let go of it on time and not hang on to it. In my last video, I talked about length obsession, and it could damage your hair to think that you do not need to trim your hair because you do not want shorter hair, and you hold on to those dead ends and those knotted strands and those split ends. At the end of the day, your hair is worse than it was before and extremely damaged. So you have to make sure that you do not hold on to length, because it's of no use holding on to something that is damaged anyways. Just let it go. I usually trim my hair 2 to 3 times a year, because that is when I need it. People have different routines, but this is the one that I use, and it helps me to not become too scissors happy and end up trimming all my new growth. So I do it every 6 months or at most every 5 months or 4 months, but I rarely trim my hair a lot in the year. Just 2 to 3 times is okay for me, and this routine has worked perfectly fine for me so far, and I am definitely going to continue like this. I started trimming my hair in 2020 when my hair was just about 3 years or so. So it was actually the best decision I actually started making, because sometimes when my hair doesn't feel so good and I have a trim or I trim off my hair, it begins to just feel different all of a sudden, because it just feels new to me, like new hair. Who this at the end of the day was just a trim. So trimming your hair sometimes make your hair feel good and make you happy with how your hair feels, if you get what I'm trying to say. So sometimes it's best to just let go of those dead ends. Let them go. You do not need bad energy in your life. Let it go, sis. Let it go. So that's basically how I trim my hair and why you should trim your hair. I really hope that you would add this to your routine, because it is very essential. Trim your hair, sis. Trim your hair. It's not going to kill you. It will grow back. It is hair. It is made to grow back. Trim it, and when you trim it, it will grow back. It's better to trim it off and save yourself the stress of losing more hair due to breakage. So that's my advice to you today. I really hope that this video has helped somebody, because I really put my thoughts into this, and trimming your hair and filming has never been so easy, you guys. The noise of this hair dryer was just so much in my ear that I did not realize that my face looked like crap all through this video. So I truly apologize. I was not frowning at you guys. I was not frowning at my hair. I was not frowning at anybody. The noise of the hair dryer was just in my ear. So maybe this is how I squeeze my face, or this is how I put my face when I trim my hair without the camera. I do not know, but that is how it is. So after I was done, I took down the twist, and this is what my hair is looking like. To tell you that it feels good, it also has a nice and lovely shape. I do not regret trimming my hair. So it also helps you to shape up your hair just like this. You would enjoy it. So thanks for watching, and I see you in my next video. Bye. Sending you love and care.